Well, hello, everybody. How are you? Welcome to this week's Office Live, where we do our weekly energy forecast, telling you about the upcoming week, the energies associated with it, and how you can be prepared to not be so stressed, not be so overwhelmed, and realize, hey, it's got something to do with the energy. Just like it's snowing, it's raining, it's sleeting. Hey, I'm feeling some joint pain because it's raining or it's snowing. You guys realize that you're not alone. The purpose of this is to realize we are in a period of a huge, it's just like inner, like, I hate to use the word, it's like when the earth kind of shakes, right? But it's kind of figuratively and symbolically right now. That's what's going on. And you guys are feeling like those tectonic plates. Tectonic plates are kind of shifting underneath you, and you don't feel like you have that solid foundation right now. And things are just kind of like all over the place. Your emotions are all over the place. And you're also feeling like you have all this pressure on you right now to wrap things up. And I don't think I've ever seen the energy so intense, especially in the last 5 years, where right before the holidays, there was this eclipse, this moon change. And now all of a sudden there are firm deadlines asking you to close things up from the past year, almost like you're moving into a new life and you have to close things up. But it's like the time pressure is also there. It's not like, oh, we have this time to close everything up coming in January. You have situations, you have things, you have, and some of these things could be, contracts, documents, legal things, anything that's going on that has been going on for kind of a long time that you need to kind of close up and wrap up is kind of coming to a close. But there are like such deadlines, which are putting pressure on those people that have procrastinated this long to wait to take the action that they need to take. So I'm one of those people. So yeah, everything that has to be wrapped up, it's like you are in a position where there's organizations or there are people or situations or timelines where you're not getting that grace period anymore. It's kind of like, this is the deadline and you best bust your butt to get to that place. And so the stress level right now before the holidays for a lot of people, especially those highly sensitive individuals, which those of you that are watching this broadcast are intuitive, you're empathic, you feel all the energy. So while you have pressure, your nervous system is completely out of whack. So the last couple of days, a lot of people have been foggy, confusion. People have been messing up time zones, time frames, a lot of miscommunication. But that pressure of performing under deadlines is actually not just wrapping up what you need to do on your to-do list, but it's wrapping up the last year and a half of energy. And it's getting you prepared to like kind of move forward in a totally new direction. That music was just really weird. All right, let me say hi to people. Hi guys. Hi Lori from Iowa. Darling, how you doing? Hi Eileen. Hi Paula, good to see you. Hi Sandy. Darlene, how are you? Lisa, how are you? Ann Nober. Let's see. Tim, I think I almost made it to after the 13th. Okay, great. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see all you guys on. It's so nice to see everybody. Valeria, happy birthday. I'm giving you a shout out. Happy birthday. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day today on your birthday. And if there's a lot of ups and downs for anyone here, please know that we're all going through it, especially the highly sensitive souls. Hi, Angela. Good to see you on the stream too. Now, remember, for those of you, so you don't forget, got 2 days before the monthly energy forecast. These last couple days were so intense that I had to come on today and not even wait till Thursday to give you this weekly energy forecast. So if you want my monthly energy forecast and you're not on the list, I go over every day of the month, starting on the 15th of December to go to the 15th of January. And there are so many shifts that are going on this month. So if you are on my email list, you will be getting that monthly energy forecast. If you're not on the email list, go to the description of this video, click on the link, and you will see the link to get the monthly energy forecast. It is not live, so you will not be able to search it. It's on a private server. Okay, so I'm just going to put the link here. Link. Oh, I always forget how to do this. Okay, I'm going to put it here as well. Okay, so just make sure you have to be on my email list before Wednesday to get this month's energy forecast. So if you need to make key decisions in love and relationships, career, your health, relocation, this is like the weather forecast for the whole month. I'm going over the weekly now, but the monthly is a whole different ballgame. So just make sure you're signing up for it if you would like to get it before the 15th of the month. So you got 2 days before it goes out. If not, if you sign up in 3 weeks from now, you're going to get the next month's. And it is free. So, but you have to be on our email list to receive it. So I'm glad that a lot of you are actually relating to what I'm talking about. And Tim, you're waiting to make decisions till after the 13th. Well, you definitely want to connect to the monthly energy forecast to be a part of that. But I'm talking about the emotional upheaval that's going on right now that's affecting a lot of you, especially in the areas of love. Okay, in your love life, in romance, and especially contracts, negotiations, legal papers to be signed, anything that requires any sort of commitment or contract, and partnerships are all kind of in this whole thing. And especially things that have been going on for the last year and a half that you need to wrap up. You're asking to wrap this up and you have deadlines because you're being tested. Like, are you going to finish these lessons or not? Are you going to there's no more like pussyfooting around. It's kind of like either you're going to wrap these situations up or they're going to take you into the next year in 2022. You don't want that to happen. So we are coming up on a Venus retrograde. Okay, that's coming up now until, wait, let me look that up. Venus retrograde. I want to give you the exact dates. Give me 1 second here. Venus retrograde. 2022. It's all about your partnerships right now, all about love, all about what is it that you're going to allow into your life and the patterns that are going on in love at the moment. So we began the Venus retrograde on December 19th and it will last to January 29th. So anything related to love, beauty, like don't be getting any like cosmetic, even light cosmetic, anything done in a Venus retrograde, because anything that involves beauty or like going to your salon and being like, I'm in some sort of like psychological mess. I want all my hair cut off and like a whole different hairstyle and color. Don't do that in a Venus retrograde. Anything that involves your beauty, anything that has to do with changing your appearance in any way, please don't. But like I said, up until January 29th, we're in a Venus retrograde. Then we're plummeting into soulmate year, relationship year, all that stuff. So I promised you guys this last week. And as of January 31st, right before Valentine's Day, I am doing an Intuitate live workshop. It is limited to 25 people only. Okay. And I told you this last week. We are halfway full. And let me show you guys the little banner and what we're going to be doing there. So this is our Intuitate live workshop, January 31st, 2022. It is online. And basically, I'm going to be going over the 3 secrets to self-commitment. So it's part seminar. I'm going to be answering your love questions live. So doing some readings. Not everyone's guaranteed a reading because I can't guarantee I'm going to get to everyone, but I'm going to do my best to get to as many people as possible. And we're going to be doing some giveaways. So if you'd like to up-level your love life, I am offering this promotion. I offered it to my email list subscribers and I'm offering it to my stream members as well. It's 50% off until Wednesday, the 15th at 9 p.m. The link is in the description of this of the stream here, and I'm going to put it here as well. There are only 25 spots left because I want to keep it small. I want to keep it intimate. So if you're ready to up level your life using your intuition and your love life, getting those 3 keys to self-commitment, I think, Tim, this will be perfect for you. And also having your love questions ready. So you want to ask. Now, when I say have your love questions ready, it's not about future prediction. Because we're looking at our love life in 2022. It's all about the current energies. We always have to start with the current energy as our foundation, which looking into our love life. So it's not like, am I going to meet anybody in my life, or what does the future hold for like my love life, right? It's not about that, because I can look into your future and tell you, oh, in July of 2024, you're going to meet this guy named Tony, and he's got this beautiful curly red hair and this beard. He's a lumberjack, and he's got, he lives in the woods and has an axe and cuts down trees, and he's your perfect like lumberman or whatever. And it's really what I could be seeing is you replaying out your love patterns, right? And so even though you're asking for a prediction, it's just predicting your cycle. So what's better to ask is, what are the energies surrounding me that are blocking or sabotaging me? Or if you're in a relationship and you want a fulfillment of your love life, or you're considering leaving or staying, should I stay, should I go? Is that relationship anxiety, or is that your own unhealed trauma that's causing you to keep people at arm's length and not be vulnerable to the people that are going to love you and take care of you? So where does that issue lie? So we can look at your, if you're in a relationship, we can look into your current relationship and the energies. We can look into your marriage. If you're married, we can look into, if you're single, what can you do this year with your love life? And believe it me, when I'm looking into these situations, it's like looking into a map of the United States and all the routes and highways and exits. And I'll say, if you go this way, these detailed things will happen. And if you go this way, these detailed things will happen. So at the end of the day, it's completely your choice. I leave it up to free will, because when you're dealing with relationships, it's like 2 people are making choices every day, which alter the course of the relationship. So I always tell people that you're likely to find and attract someone with the same level of emotional baggage that you have. Like water attracts like, like attracts like. You're not going to be attracting, like if you're sitting there just like having, you just don't care about yourself. You just don't want to take care of yourself. You're eating junk food every day. You have no interest in working out. You're not going to attract like a health rat, you know what I mean? Or somebody who goes to the gym every day and does CrossFit. It's just not going to happen. Or you may be attracted to that person, but you can't hold that connection. So you're going to attract what you are, and water seeks its own level, like I said. But the thing is that we can always, if 2 people are dedicated to growth and personal growth, that's all it takes for a relationship to get back on track and to move in the correct direction. If one person is growing and changing at a rapid rate and the other one has no interest in growing and changing, then you're going to kind of grow apart. Like that's the way it is. But we can look into your love life and have those questions. So if you're coming to the workshop and you get a space in the workshop, and I know it's going to fill up quickly, so I just wanted to tell you that if we see that it fills up quickly and not enough people are getting in, we'll have another one in February if that's the case. But I wanted to keep it small. I wanted to keep it intimate because I want people to feel comfortable sharing. And it's online, and there'll be a replay if for some reason like you can't make it. It's going to be on Zoom, and right before Valentine's Day. So it's a good time to up-level your love life. A lot of people are like, oh, is it just readings? No, it's part seminar, the 3 keys to your self-commitment, which if you're not committed to yourself, there's no way someone's going to be committed to you. You're going to attract emotionally unavailable people. If you're feeling stuck, in your love life and things are not going in the right direction, or you're repeating the same patterns over and over again, but you have success in other areas of your life, like this is the workshop for you. And we're going to go over your intuition too and how to align that with your love life. Tim is asking, how do I know if I'm in the workshop? You just want to register. I put the link above right here. If you scroll up, Tim, the link should be right there. And you need to register for the workshop, and the discount for the promo for the people that are watching live and for my email subscribers is already in the cart. So the 50% off is in the cart. And on Wednesday at at 9 p.m., it's going to go back to full price. So hopefully you guys get in at 50% off. It would be great to see you. $49, 50% off at the middle of the week. It goes back up to 100. So get in now. So Tim, you just have to go to that link either in the description of the video or in the comments and register, and then you'll be registered. And you'll get an email confirmation. So if anyone has any questions about the current energy that I just described, I want you guys to feel very, very confident that what you're going through is emotional turbulence right now, and especially in the areas of the things that you need to change and the patterns you need to correct. You're going to be seeing those patterns arise even more, how do I put this, strongly than they have in so long. Like you're going to be seeing these triggers come up, your emotional reactions to things, playing off of other people, and just the triggers, anger, grief, sadness, everything's coming up to the surface. And the purpose of it is not that to keep you uncomfortable. The purpose of it is so like you can't stay in that system all the time and like actually fix your partnerships or your love life or your patterns in your life. You have to make changes to those patterns. Stephanie is asking on top. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. With your dog, you had to put your dog down. I'm so sorry. You're asking, is it too soon to ask for a sign from your dog that passed? It's not too soon. Well, your dog is in transition. Your dog is, and usually animals reincarnate a lot more quickly than people, but it's not like your dog is going to be connecting with you to give you a sign. But the people that are on the other side, you can ask them to give you a sign that they have your dog and that their dog's with them. So you can ask for a sign with a loved one who is a human form from the other side to say, hey, can you let me know that you've got the dog and he's okay? Yeah, there's a lot of like weird, a lot of people leaving the last couple of days, and people just being in a lot of upheaval, and it's going to last like a couple more days. So I just say to hold tight and do a lot of self-care in the next couple of days, because if you just try to push yourself and distract yourself from the energy right now, it's only going to make you feel worse. It's only going to make you putting more pressure on yourself is only going to make you feel worse. So you have to like make sure that you're balancing that with adequate self-care. That's really, really, really important. I talked about this last week, but the intensity to finish up these deadlines, it started a couple days ago, and it's going to be lasting for a couple more days. Like literally all your deadlines are approaching for you to just end situations. The eclipse at the beginning of the month. It signals endings, but it's just not the date of the eclipse. It's like 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after that you're feeling that. And depending on what sign you are, it could be tougher for a lot of those different signs. So even Tim is saying his dog gave him a sign. So, you just don't ever know. But usually animals that pass, especially suddenly, they still don't know that they're passed. So you will be feeling them on the earthbound level. You might see like a blanket they slept on, or even a mat, like an impression in that for where they sat, and they're just going to feel better. They're going to feel good. And, they're going to be around you for a little while. So they're not like really leaving right away, a lot of them. So you might actually feel their physical presence or smell them or hear them. I know when one of my cats passed away as a kitten, she passed away in like my arms. I had this kitten when I was younger, and she had already passed. And all of a sudden I wasn't the only one who heard it, but there were other people in my family. We heard the cat like down in the basement where she was hanging out. We heard her crying. There was no other cat down there. So we're like, what was that? You know what I mean? So yeah, they will give us a sign. And if they can't give us a sign because they're in transition, number one, they might still be earthbound and still be with you. And number two, you can get a sign from a loved one that already passed on to give you a sign from a pet that has passed. I hope that helps you, Stephanie. And I'm really sorry that occurred for you this week. Ann Nober, I honestly can't wait to get off this energy ride. I've been trying to self-care myself and cutting strings that bring my vibration down. Can't wait for the level up. Okay, here's the thing. The more pressure that you like put on yourself to force yourself to stop feeling bad, the more tug of war you're going to be you're going to be fighting with that feeling in conflict with it, that energy. It's more like the energy wants to come up and be released from your patterns of the last year and a half. And these are old patterns from your ancestry, from your DNA line, from patterns you've played out throughout your whole life in your career or your love life. And these are self-limiting behaviors, self-sabotaging behaviors. So trying to force things to stop, trying to force ourselves to stop feeling those feelings. It's your body's trying to protect you. So your body's doing what it thinks it's doing to make you feel safe in the world by like causing that alarm to happen. And it's kind of like the surrender is what's more important here, and allowing those feelings to surface, taking care of yourself and allowing them to move through and move out, which is easier said than done. In the last 2 weeks, the amount of energy triggering that I've experienced has been more than maybe I've experienced in the past 10 years on a daily basis and throughout the day. It was like every day, all day. And I don't like the way it feels and I want it to stop. But the more we like abandon ourselves from that and walk away from ourselves, we're like abandoning that part of ourselves, which needs self-care and healing right now. So really taking good care of yourself. And like I said last week, the people around us are also in the same boat. So while we want that comfort and nurturing from them, and it's always nice to have someone around you, take care of you and nurture you. The key is, and I'm not good at this at all, the key is learning how to do it learning how to parent yourself at times and learning how to nurture yourself, because we're the ones that are the most hardest on ourselves when it comes to taking care of ourselves. Like you don't really realize it, but you're like your worst critic and beating yourself up and putting pressure on yourself and making yourself feel guilty and sabotaging yourself. So while someone could give you relief in, that moment, those triggers and those traumas and those core wounds are not just going to like go away because somebody gives you the relief in that moment. They're kind of just like dulled for the time being. And then they're going to arise again when there's another triggering event. And it could even be at work. It could be with somebody at a store. It could be, everybody's emotional right now. And so you're dealing with everyone, men and women, who are like PMSing everywhere. You know what I mean? Everybody's hormonal. And it's best to just really not feel the guilt. And I know I do when I take care of myself. I'm like, but everybody needs me. So I can't let people down. I can't, I have to take care of myself, but it's hard. So it's really hard to actually make that commitment to take care of yourself, because we don't normally feel like putting ourselves first. But in that sense, like we're abandoning what we need and abandoning ourselves first. And then that turns into other people abandoning us. Right. So, Dina, let's see what you have to say. Hi, Dina. How are you? Good to see you. Best big test coming up Friday for me, so I can feel extra energy. I close my eyes and exhale the extra negative energy and inhale positive passing vibes. Letting go does not serve my soul. Awesome. I love the positivity. And I love that you're sticking with it, and know that if you feel a little bit of turbulence emotionally, let it pass. It's going to be intense the next couple of days. I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be intense. A lot of turbulence, a lot of unexpected things, and a lot of things that are rocking your emotional core on the inside. But they're really waiting. This eclipse is drumming this up to be healed. So I'm hoping that all of you really have listened to this in depth. And please note that I'm going to be going over every day of the month for December and January on Wednesday. So get on the email list to make sure you're getting the monthly energy forecast now, so you don't miss out and you don't get it on the 15th, because it only goes out one day of the month. And Dina, I have no doubt that you're going to keep on keeping on, right? So, all right, guys. And make sure, like I talked about before, if you're just signing on, that Intuit live workshop that's coming up on January 31st is probably going to be filled up by the end of the night. So remember, it's 50% off. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys being here. And Nober, I definitely understand that I need to accept what is surfacing. I feel like it's shadow work I'm doing. Yeah, you're always in the zone, and Nober. Just keep going and know that you are releasing and you're right where you need to be. So thanks, everybody. You have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Have a good one.